secrets of different bills. Hey, don't condemn me, you need it, I got it listed, yeah. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it, yeah. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface, still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today we're gonna make Rookie of the Year Wemby build, but before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Just like the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put you a notification game for my daily uploads. But without further ado, let's hop straight into the video, okay? So first and foremost, doesn't really matter. Well, I will say this. Yeah, you wanna go right-handed with Wemby because he is right-handed, so I guess you could do that. But again, it's your build, so it doesn't really matter. You all know Wemby's number one. Center, of course, 7 feet. Yes, he is 7'4", but to me, 7 feet is the best way to make him. If you go any higher than that, you're just not gonna be able to shoot. You ain't gonna be able to move. You're not gonna be able to truly be what Wemby is. You'll just be, you know, a tall individual with just, that's it. Like, you'll just be tall and slow, right? So 7 feet was gonna give him some movement, all right? 233 pounds, so you can keep 70 speed with a 7'7" wingspan. So if you don't max it out to 7'10", you ain't gonna be able to have a good three balls. You see, it's 74. But I felt like a 78 three ball was more than enough, so that's why I stopped at 7'7" wingspan, which is still very long wingspan. Okay. Then what we're gonna do here is this. On our speed, we're gonna go 70 speed. I do feel like 70 speed is really good for a 7-footer. Especially once you get takeover and you choose physical take, you would then have an 80 speed. I think that is going to be absolutely a massive advantage. And the good thing is, by being a center, for the most part, you will get takeover more frequently than anybody else on the court just by playing good defense and getting rebounds. So keep that in mind. We're all going to keep our acceleration at 55 so we can get the big driver on gold. And then our strength, we're going to go to 74. That 74 strength, again, Wemby doesn't have much strength. Like, if you look at his card or go in a game, look at the rosters, he has a 57 strength on the game. There's absolutely no way we can just go with a 57 strength. So again, we want to make sure this build can translate in the park and play respectfully. All right, so we want to at least give him a 74. That 74 is going to help him get the box out, fearless finisher, back down punisher, all the other badges that are not lit right now. They will eventually when we put them in. But you get brick wall, bulldozer, and then move on force on silver. So again, there's some strength there to where you're just not gonna get pushed around, right? Then we're gonna go 75 on the vert. Again, this is gonna be for chase down, the pogo stick, rise up area. All these badges are gonna be popping up once we get to their respectable categories. But again, 75 vert is where we're gonna go. Then you gotta max out that stamina to a 98. As we all know, this build is going to be doing a lot and up and running down the floor, okay? Then when it comes to our close shot, his roster, he has an 86 close shot, and that's perfect because the 86 will give us a fearless finisher on gold. So we'll do the same thing. We'll stop right at 86 also for him. Again, 86 is associated to your hook shot. Your close shot is, so it's like, if you plan on doing some hook shots, this is definitely gonna be the one you wanna make sure you have. So go ahead and go with the 86 so you can be able to finish around the basket. And then of course, you know we gotta go 80 on that driving layup. The 80 driving layup is going to give you slithery on silver. It's also going to be able to open up a lot of things. So theoretically, you could go 78 because that's where the Sabonis layup package is at. But why not just go 80 like I typically do and get that slithery on silver? I think that will go a long way. So we'll go ahead and do that with the 80 driving layup. Now, 80 driving layup is going to give you the Sabonis layup package, but you need to be a starter 3 for that. But I'm telling you right now, if you are a starter 3, equip it with this build and it's going to be very, very, very good build. Just off that alone, okay? Being able to go for the 3-point line, take one step in and do a teardrop is absolutely insane. And again, it is broken, so have some fun with it because it won't be in 23 or 25, I can tell you that. But again, it's still going to be something that you can take advantage of right now. You also get your 2-step float game and Giant Slayer and Scooper on gold, and Spin Cycle on gold also. And then you go 75 on the driving dunk. The big thing about going 75 on a driving dunk is that you will be able to get Giannis dunk package, and that's what's really going to make this build extremely difficult because when you're going to the basket and you have Giannis and Ben Simmons dunk packages, that's it. Just have those 2 dunk packages. You're gonna be gliding across the court, getting crazy dunks, and it just makes the build more fun and even more unstoppable. So again, that's something to take in consideration. And then also, his driving dunk on his roster is a 75. So as you can tell, I try to match up stuff as much as I can, or give and take just based upon how I think it should translate in the park or in the rec. His standing dunk on the rosters is a 90, which is good, but I ended up going 92 so we can get that fast switch on gold. So to me, is there going to be a big difference between silver and gold? Not necessarily, but to me, it's still worth it. But you could put those 2 points elsewhere, attribute points elsewhere if you wanted to. And one candidate for that could obviously be 75 on the post control. He actually has an 84 post control. I went 75. I felt like, by having the post phenom on gold, drop stepper on silver, you also get the post spin on silver, dream shake on silver. Of course, you also get post hook specialist on gold. I felt like that was more than enough for him. It's not necessarily, who knows how much you're gonna be playing in the post anyway, but again, if you're not playing, if you plan on doing no posts, then I would just take this all the way down, to be honest with you, okay? But I am going to add it just out of respect for a Wemby build. Then we're going to go 72 on the mid-range. Now, he actually has a 71 on his roster, but I'm going to go 72 just so we can get that open looks on silver. I think that still makes sense along with the midi position on silver. I just think that it just makes sense to just go up one more attribute. Now, 3-point shot. He only has a 78 3-point shot on his roster, and I said, you know what, that's perfectly fine. We'll go ahead and do a 78 also. 78 is more than enough to be able to shoot on this game. Like I always say, just make sure you get your lethal zones, and make sure you shoot in those lethal zones as much as you can, and you should be A-okay. Then on the free throw, we're going to go 84 on the free throw. His free throws are 82, but I went 84. Again, if you're not playing any type of rec, does it make sense to have the free throw on? No, just take it all the way down and put those attributes elsewhere, okay? But in my humble opinion, if you are, having the free points on silver is going to be good, okay? Pass accuracy. His pass accuracy is a 72, but I got to at least go 77, okay? So I went 77. It will give you the needle threader. Again, needle threader is important in the fact that if people are trying to play in the paint and then try to guard 3-point line, you will be able to get those stun animations. So in my humble opinion, I felt like it was more than enough and it was good to have. So that's the reason why we did it, okay? So you will be able to get that. Now, when it comes to your ball handle, all right? Your ball handle, I ended up going to 65, okay? Now, I went 65 with 55 on it because I wanted to get the big driver on gold. So that's the reason why I did that. As you can tell, going 65 would give you a big driver. And it's almost like having blow-bys within the 3-point line for the bigs. So basically what that means is that by, getting a triple threat, jab stepping and going through, big drivers to allow you to get by defenders with more ease, especially ones that doesn't have a movement forcer or clamp. So it's give or take. So it should be fun. You should be taking a lot of advantages of that. The passing is going to be good. The ball handling, again, from triple threat, it ain't like you should be going out dribbling, but you can get some cheesy stuff like Jason Tatum behind the back and that type of deal. But for the most part, you should have fun with these type of playmaking ability. Now, defensively, this was when things got really tricky. So I went 77. 88 is his interior defense, but I went 77 because, and let me go ahead and go to his block. He had the 99 block, but I went 92. Now, by going 92 and having a 77, you can see that gives you in your anchor on goal. And I felt like that was more than enough to be able to hold your own within the paint. So I didn't want to go all the way up to 88. I just didn't have the attributes for that. So again, I just wanted to go and just let that be known. Instead of his 88, I went 77. Now, his perimeter defense was a 45, and I said, okay, cool, I'll leave it default at this. But he has, which is crazy, he has a 59 still. Well, I'm not going to stop at 59. I went up to 60 so we can get that interceptor on bronze. So now you have bronze interceptor. And again, this is an animation badge. So in order to get the animation, guess what? You got to have interceptor. So we did that. And then on his offensive rebounds is 65. So I just went at a 60. All right. And then the rest, I went all the way up to an 84 on his defensive rebound. His defensive rebounds are 92. I went 84. Now, let's say, for instance, you're like, yo, I want to have a higher rebounding for some reason. Where will be the things you're sacrificing? Well, I already talked about it, okay? Your post control and your standing dunk, all right? So you can take this standing dunk. First, just go ahead and take your post control all the way down, all right? Now, remember, you take your post control away, All right. Here you go. Boom, 86. Now you're at 97, and then you can go up, and you see we're still not enough there, right? We still got to get rebound chaser. We got to get 92, so we need one more attribute. So let's see if it happens here. Boom. So now you drop that down, and then now you have the 92 to be able to get your rebound chaser on gold, okay? So again, that's something to keep in mind. Really, if you're playing more rec, I think this is probably what you want to do. If you're playing park, having silver rebound chaser at 7 feet with a 7'7" wingspan should be more than enough. But again, it's all about preference. It's all about what you're comfortable with. And in my humble opinion, there's no right or wrong answer here. You do whatever you feel like you want. That's best for you. But I'm gonna go 75 here again, and then 92 here. Boom. All right. So this will be my Wemby build, Rookie of the Year Wemby build right here. Okay. I think it comes out to a rim protector. All right. So again, KP and Chet Holmgren were obviously kind of like the poor man versions of a Wemby. No one is ever going to be able to play like Wemby. Everybody thought that KP was going to be like that Wemby type, but he became more of like a, he's just more of a spot up post type player. He's not really facing up, trying to create. Chet Holmgren definitely has the potential to be really, really dope too. So Chet Holmgren and Wemby are going to be going back and forth for years as some of the freaks of the game. But let me know in the comment section what you think about this Wemby build that I made. Is it pretty good Wemby build? What would you change differently? But other than that, it's your favorite old head Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon with a banger. When I say back soon with a banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.